Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of ERP, which stands for tonight, Everyone Rejoice! Pringles!
Ooh.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Congrats. I am unfortunately just getting over a sickness, so at certain points, you will hear both my voice and probably my airway just give out. So I'm going to try my best. I know some of the players here tonight are sick as well. Thus is Canadian fall going into winter. But on with the game. So after traveling over the Jade Basin and arriving in Redwater, I almost said Briar Glen, and that's a long time ago. After arriving in Redwater, you strong-armed a package out of your ferryman. You said goodbye to a mother. You said hello to a father. You met a young woman lacking hearing, but makes up for it with fists. And generally laid your roots, or the startings of which, in the crime-ridden blister that is Redwater. Zane, after being awoken to take your elderly dog Orville out for his evening dookie, you encountered the aforementioned Faith, who was assaulted by a pair of drunk rapscallions, riffraff, if you will, attempting to use some magic on them. You quickly discover that Faith perhaps doesn't need protecting after she quickly knocked the pair of them the hell out with each other. And we ended the session with you walking her home. So that's where we're going to pick up. So at this point, just to refresh everyone's memory, including my own, my notes here say it's approximately 3 a.m. and you've just began walking to Faith's abode. She has her small puppy. You have Orville, who is not walking beside you, maybe a step behind, as it's an old pupper. And if you look at the map of Redwater, you two are approximately at this point right there in the park. You walk for maybe 10 minutes, and you come up to a similar home to your parents' home, Zane. Again, dark wood, shale, shingles, kind of very narrow, wrought iron accents everywhere. And she kind of turns to you and she signs, "Well, thank you for the walk home. It was nice seeing you again."
I want to not speak, obviously. I want to use a weakened mind and communicate. Say, we should do this again when it's not 3 in the morning.
She... I don't know why I'm moving my hands. You can't see me. She signs back. Yeah, maybe. If you ever have the chance. You look a little busy with your... There's a pause as she kind of looks up to the sky and signs very hesitantly, "Friends?"
Zane says, "Yeah, I guess."
She kind of nods. She goes, "Well, be careful."
You too.
She turns and she kind of unlocks the door, goes in. She kind of has to stand there for a second as the dog kind of is looking at her, trying to figure out what the hell is supposed to happen. Eventually goes in. She kind of waves, closes the door, and you hear a and you get the idea that there's probably a double-digit number of locks on this front door.
Okay, Zane wants to head home.
Okay. It's about a I'd say maybe another 15, 20-minute walk back home. At this point, it's getting closer to 3:30, 4 a.m. As you walk through the door, Zane, you know in movies when the entire house is like dark, and then the person comes home and the light comes on and their mom is sitting in the chair?
Yeah.
That. Janira's sitting there, in a house coat. She looks a little frazzled. So where'd you go now?
I took Orville out, and someone was in trouble, so I helped them.
She looks conflicted at that. Zane, you and me both know that people get in trouble in this city every day. Maybe you should just...
What, stay out of it? Let someone get hurt?
Not let them get hurt, but maybe make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, if you heard from Father, I'm not terrible at standing up for myself these days.
I heard. I'm just...
Zane did not say that.
Oh, I figured. She kind of sits there hesitantly. She goes, honey, it's difficult. Like, you understand that we lost Janine and you, or we thought we lost you, and now you're back. Your father is going to be having a guest in the morning. He has... your father does a lot of his work here from home these days. So, Dean Latimer, if you remember him, is going to be coming by to pick something up, and I'd like you to seriously reconsider finishing your schooling.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Something we can discuss in the morning.
Zane looks at his feet and he doesn't say anything.
There's a small little... as Orville is slowly trying to make his way up the stairs. Like, it's really sad watching him try to get up the stairs, because he's like putting 2 feet up and then like pushing himself up and getting the floor there, and he kind of sits and takes a breath, and then he does it again. And it's about maybe 15 stairs up.
I'll help him.
Okay.
And I get up and I go, good night, Mom.
Good night. And as you're going up the stairs, you can hear her gently crying. So, now that we got through that, the rest of you, as you awaken in the tavern, and Zane awaken at home, Zane, do you want to take a long rest?
I'd very much like that.
Okay. So, at this point, Zane, you're not going to be awake until about 11 a.m.
Okay.
The rest of you, you went to bed a little bit earlier. You're about here. You guys wake up at approximately, I'm going to say 8:30, 9 o'clock. The day is yours. What would you like to do?
Oh,
Did you guys find everything you needed to yesterday?
no, well, I found a blacksmith and he's taking care of my sword. And I believe Mo got something done as well.
We
It was...
got lost looking for healing potions.
Yeah, apparently in this godforsaken town there's no apothecary and nothing. Or maybe I was just distracted by the, lovely scenery. Is there, who else is in the tavern?
Currently, right now, there is the, where the hell is it? There is the elven, what's the word I'm looking for? Barmaid owner.
Yep.
Kind of watching. There's a number of scholarly types of varying races. I'm gonna say there's probably about 6, 7 of them. You see 2 halflings, 3 tieflings, 1 human, and in the corner there's a dwarven woman. All of them seem to be very much with their noses tucked right into a book, writing things down.
Did somebody say that there was a school, college, university here?
I believe that Zane went to it, yes. The mother was
I
talking
believe-
about it.
Maybe, Corin, you could go there.
Do what?
Well, you're looking for
A priest.
somebody.
Somebody to heal. Most people that are learning for books are not healers. Doctors maybe, but I'm looking for more magic, I guess that would be. I have no idea what the thing inside of me is.
Yeah, yes, but I mean, that's the only way to keep your knowledge, to be able to pass it on to other people that are actually telling them, right? Is to, so I believe there's got to be lots of things written in book.
I don't believe a book is going to get out of some sort of frog that is growing inside of me.
Well, I mean, currently it's probably a tadpole. Well, so the other thing on our agenda is we have to get Zane, and we have to also get maybe some healing potions, or maybe we can find an item shop, or maybe there's some place you can buy some scrolls or something. I don't know. But I do know one thing. Tonight we have to deliver our lovely package.
Yes. That we do.
Keep saying we.
Yes, I mean, we all took it on together.
Oh, you took it on. You did not discuss it with us.
Yeah, but we're a team, right?
Corin, I don't remember getting a notification about your frog sickness.
Oh, that is why I'm dealing it with my own. We
Yeah,
are on
but
this
we're
mission
going to
together
help
to
you.
help another woman to try and fix that so that way it does not spread.
Oh, right, there's another woman. Forgot
Yes.
about that. What was her name again? Laura or Leanne?
Or L.
Huh. Well, what do you say we finish up here and go find Zane? I look over at the group of tieflings.
They do not all look the same.
And that is a very obvious thing because of the 3 tieflings, and they are grouped together. Think of like sorority girls. There's a blue one, there is a purple one, and then there's a bright yellow one.
Ooh.
They all have different horns, but their hair is all kind of like in a messy bun. They all do look like they just kind of woke up, threw something on and headed in, but they're kind of laughing and they're swapping notes back and forth. But for the most part, it does look like a study group.
Alastair's not letting this go. He is going to walk over to the table of tieflings. Hello, ladies. Good morning.
Corin, is he really doing this?
He's an idiot,
They
of course he is.
That's funny. Please excuse the coughing. They kind of turn and go, "Hi."
I seem to me and my compatriots are new in town. Would you be able to tell me where there's any good sightseeing must-see shops, maybe restaurants or places to see in the evening?
They all kind of look at each other. Well, this is kind of like the college bar.
We're in a very good place then, I suppose. If
Terms of shops, it depends what you're looking for.
Well, currently I'm looking for an apothecary, someone that carries potions or things of the like.
They kind of think for a second, and one of them goes, I think our one alchemist professor, Ivana Norsk, she runs an alchemist shop in Old Town. I
Old
think.
Town, okay.
I don't remember its name.
Well, that points me in the right direction.
Okay.
So, is there any for an outsider coming in from the docks? Is there any must-see places in Redwater? I mean, here is got an excellent view.
Make make just a general charisma check.
Okay.
We're gonna see if you come off as creepy or not.
Oh boy, here we go.
Roll for creepy.
Roll for creepy.
Roll for creep.
Oh, God, don't fail me now. Yo, not great. 14.
They kind of chuckle a little bit. They're like, "Okay, all right. Just don't go to the west side of town.
In the west side, is that not where Old Town is with the apothecary?
West side, east side of town. Sorry.
Ah.
That's my sickness currently.
I was like, the borough's the nice part of town?
No, just don't go to the east side. It's dirty and scummy. This side of town's nice. The other side depends what you're looking for. I'm sure you can find it there. I don't know. Like, are you okay with danger?
I laugh. Mo begins to laugh.
I kind of just gesture to the massive sword hilt on my back. Oh, trust me, I'm very familiar with danger.
So the yellow one kind of goes, so are you like a mercenary or something?
You can say that. I do believe that I've done my fair share of mercenary work.
Okay. Well, if we ever get in trouble, we'll cast sending.
And last to Zephyr is at your service. I bow deeply, and then go back to the table.
As you turn and walk away, the one goes, "Okay, well, my name's Sanctity, so nice to meet you." Okay.
When he gets back to the table,
So I found that there's an apothecary or an alchemist shop in Old Town, run by an Ivana Norsk, I believe. I think she's a teacher. That's what one of them said over there.
and audibly, so that way they can hear. Good, so that way maybe we can heal that rash you have.
Clear, and I told you about that in confidence.
Oh, they rolled a 5 on their perception check, though.
Damn.
I told you sometimes my armor gets a bit heated and they get... Anyway, let's go get Zane and let's carry on.
We should also go to the blacksmith.
Oh, yes, I do have to pick up my thing. Apparently I did not have a sword at that point. I pointed at nothing.
The hilt, or at
Well,
the
I'll
scabbard.
say for the sake of this, because I also forgot that, it
Yeah.
pointed to the empty scabbard.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
realistically, if it's breakfast time and you're in a bar, it would make sense that maybe your sword's somewhere else.
Fair. Okay, yeah.
So we'll just glaze over that.
All right. So blacksmith and Zane, or Zane and blacksmith. Let's go.
Blacksmith.
Right on.
All right. So, Mo and Elastra going to the blacksmith. What are the other two doing? Zaz and Quirin, what are you doing?
Following along.
Okay. Zaz?
Same thing.
Okay, Zaz, how are you following along?
Closely?
Are you in the chair or not, is what I'm asking.
Oh, this is from the tavern or whatever, right?
Yeah, you're leaving from the tavern, heading to the blacksmith.
I'll just walk normally.
Okay, just making sure.
Eh.
So they lead you to the blacksmith, and it's the exact same almost. Blacksmith is there working, and he turns and goes, "Oh, good. Okay. There's for you there, big guy. And,
I look over at Mo. Who's he talking to?
well, he's holding your sword, Alastair.
Oh,
He kind of
right,
goes,
yes.
he's like, I kind of, yeah, figured that went without saying.
Not
All
smart.
right. You're weird looking. I do apologize. And he kind of turns for a second and goes, Where'd you get the chain cape done?
Passed on from generations. I have no idea. Why?
It's impressive.
Have you seen anything like it?
I've seen work with seen intricate work like that done before.
Where at? I need to know.
Well, you can find it in a lot of the bigger cities like Dragontail. Famously, they say that it has to be crafted by the claws of dragons. So
I'm supposed to search out a dragon. Would you happen to know where one is?
You just said you can find one in Dragontail.
No, blacksmith in Dragontail.
he kind of Mo at this point just kind of hands you your essentially your hilt.
Yeah.
Kind of looks and goes, before I answer that question, you're not exactly from here, are you?
No.
Okay. You ever been to Dragontail?
This is the biggest place I've been, and I hate it. There are so many people.
Oh, it gets worse, buddy. Okay. Well, let me put it this way. What do you know about dragons?
I know of their god, but the dragons themselves not so much.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put this simply since I know there's some amongst us who might need it that way. There's two types of dragons. There's the shiny ones and the not shiny ones. Here in Dragontail, no matter which you encounter, you're in trouble. You encounter a not shiny one, you're going to die. You encounter a shiny one, you're going to prison.
I'm sorry, what?
There's something about some gold dragon bloodline that serves the monarchy. Something about an eternal debt. So, in times of great peril or horrible wrongdoings, sometimes one of the upper echelon of the Royal Guard will fly in on a gold dragon. And if it's there for you, you're not leaving.
Would Mo have ever heard stories?
You would have heard stories of that as a kid. So Mo, because you are from Dragontail, you know that that's a really rare occurrence. Like, maybe once every 5 to 10 years, someone sees that have to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is good information to have. Perhaps we'll have to talk to somebody in the bloodline.
So, how severe does this crime or whatever have to be to get one of these dragons to come to you?
Alaska, it's
Ye-
very rare.
Well, when I was a kid, one actually landed on the east side there. The area's burned down now. It's part of that fire. Something about war criminals. There's a whole bunch of them. I was maybe 6, 7 years old. Don't remember too much, but that's the last one I heard about.
It's good. All we have to do is become massive criminals, burn down half a city, then we can see one.
I mean,
He's joking, right?
Yes.
Maybe.
He's not familiar with our humor. His people are much more blunt.
I mean, we do have to see a dragon of some kind, but I don't believe that's the way we're going to be doing it, right, Quinn?
Yes.
Talk about this later, don't worry.
Uh,
Anyway,
okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
We must be on our way.
All right. Bye. And do you all leave the shop?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, now, guys.
So to back to the Zane's household. Oh, Quinn, you can get some more cookies.
Good.
Or maybe scones, or turnovers, or danishes.
Maybe you can give
What
her
are any
back
of
her
those?
plate.
Why are everyone so obsessed with this plate? It is simply a plate. Not even that fancy.
She's probably got lots of plates.
See? Why would she not want this one? It's evil.
Because it was stolen.
Yeah.
Alastair, you grew up in a big city, didn't you?
Well, Eastcliff. It's not that
do
big.
People get particular when it comes to China and things.
I always wondered
It's
why
like
they called it China.
I have
Please
no
do
idea.
not make me come up with an in-universe reason for that. Please don't.
You should have seen the shit-eating grin on my face. So we're headed back to the household.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm coming up with an in-universe reason for why the rising is called China.
Are you really?
And this is
I'll
the
believe it.
working.
All traces down to an old artisan named Joseph China.
He was
Well,
an
there
old
goes-
fella.
There goes that. China is it's called that because it's actually an initialism for the things found in it. There's a form of clay and other stuff that I don't need to go into, but it's more of an initialism. CHYNA, like the wrestler, not the country.
China.
Not Black China.
Don't.
Kahinia.
Okay,
What does it have
there
to
you
do with
go.
porn?
That's why it's called China. Fuck, you guys are stupid. All right.
You're welcome.
Oh my god.
Okay, you're out of the blacksmith. You've discussed your China. You're going back to
China.
Zane's.
China.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Okay,
take
so
the plate
walking-
out of my pack.
Okay. So walking back across the park. At this point, it's maybe about I don't know, like 10:30, quarter to 11. And as you're approaching Zane's door, you notice an elderly man. He's got a hood pulled up. He's kind of got his hands covered. He kind of looks up and goes, "Oh, I'm very sorry. Perhaps you have the wrong residence. This is the Senetius household. I do apologize if you're a little bit confused."
I'm supposed to bring back this plate.
It's a long story, sir.
I see. Are you intending to visit the Senetius?
We were here yesterday. We're just
You have to pick up Zane.
continuing our.
Oh, yes. Okay. Arthur did mention that young Zane had shown up, which is good.
We're
We've
his
had...
traveling companions.
yes. He's a
Oh
traveler.
no, we're the best of friends.
Ugh.
I mean, we've been friends for quite a while now.
Has it been like a week?
No, it's been a few weeks since we met him.
It's been about maybe 10, 11 days.
It's been almost 2 weeks.
We're the best of friends.
Oh, that's excellent. If you don't mind, I do have business, and these it's quite. I burn very easily. I'm not very well, unfortunately. So.
I touched the Raven Queen. Am I getting an undead vibe?
Slight.
Query,
has
I
gangrene.
forgot something I need to tell you. I pull Query aside.
Okay.
Divine sense, good and evil.
What does that? You have to remind me of that.
Detect good and evil. You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of a celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet.
Okay. Right in front of you.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
You don't want me to give the plate back anymore. I can put it back in my bag.
You know what? I believe you should keep this
He's-
bag.
No, give it back.
I'm just
Query.
going to, if you excuse me. And he kind of walks
No,
by.
so
and
you. I put a hand on his chest. I would like to know what you're doing here.
Oh my god.
kind of looks at you and goes, I'm here because Arthur Synetius is my treasurer, and
You're
I'm
an-
here.
No, let
When
the
you
man
s-
finish, Mo.
Oh my god.
I'm here to discuss Zane's re-entry into my school.
Ah, scholar.
One could say, if do pardon me and my slight lack of humility at this moment, I am the scholar in town. I perhaps didn't introduce myself. My name is Victor Latimer, and I am the dean of the College of Ioun.
The question
I
is,
am.
what are you?
His eyes narrow.
Not human.
Oh, I'm.
Particularly probably undead at this point.
Well, you see, there was an unfortunate accident in my youth. This is not exactly a conversation I have with my acquaintances.
I mean, you can give
however,
us a long and short of it.
I
We're
don't
friends of Zane.
I don't
and
think I'm I don't think I'm obligated to tell you anything. What you do need to know is there was an incident when I was younger, and I do very much set off certain primitive forms of the arcane in terms of detecting undeath. Resurrection does that, unfortunately.
Well, I'm sorry to intrude. I did not mean to slight you in any way. And I'll kind of brush his jacket off and smile at him and let him go.
Excellent. Walks up and kind of quickly knocks on the door. It opens. Arthur goes, yes, Dean Latimer. Won't you please come in? He goes, yes, thank you. Kind of walks inside. Arthur goes, oh, you four picked a really bad time.
What? You mean because of the undead?
Kind of, he shuts the door behind him and he goes, okay.
Well, I mean, things happen, Mo. It's all right.
It's
Alastair, in the short time we've been together, surely you've learned one thing. and that is, don't be too trusting.
All right,
I
but I'm
learned one
trying
thing
to
out
make
of it.
friends with Zane,
Okay,
and I
okay,
want this to
okay.
go really well.
Okay, will the four of you please shut up? Okay. It's no secret. He had an unfortunate incident. He says when he was younger, it was when he was about 40. There was a fall. It was a pretty bad fall. He was brought back, and from that day, apparently he's never really been quite the same. He's still a scholar. He does no harm.
Wait, you said how old would have the dean looked?
Probably 60s, 70s.
How long ago was this?
Probably, I don't know, 25, 30 years ago?
Mhm.
So it's a sensitive subject. It's well known in Redwater. I know you four aren't from here. You probably have some bad experiences. It's okay.
I do apologize. I'm very quite sorry.
All right. Now he's not. I know there's a lot of words, and I know you guys are staying at which bar you guys walked over to. And there's a lot of rumors, but he's not a lich. He's not a zombie. He's a little reclusive, and he's a little sensitive to sunlight. Just let it go. He's a very nice man.
Do you mind if I go to the kitchen? I'd like to have a word with your wife.
She's currently pouring tea for the dean.
Is
You
Gordon
can-
holding the plate?
Yes.
Kind of looks
I
over
think-
and goes,
I try to attempt to pass the plate to him.
takes the plate. He goes, "We saw you take it. It's okay. We chalked it up as you not understanding that plates are possessions. So, that's okay." He's like, "You four are welcome to come in, but please don't be idiots." And he's like begging at this point.
I've never been an idiot in my life. Don't worry, this is under
He is
control.
lying very much to you right now.
We will not cause you any problems.
Oh, just please, all of you, stop talking. And he kind of turns around, opens the door. Goes, Okay. After you.
I walk in first and with a big flashy smile. Miss Anettis, can I speak to you in the kitchen, please?
She's currently in the front room that you were in before with the dean, who is at this point taken off his hood, and apart from being very gray and very pale, it just looks like a regular human. This guy's like big, like oversized, round glasses. His hair's kind of like, they call it flow for hockey students.
Okay.
He's got like his hair like combed back in a flow. He's got like a sweater vest on. He's kind of got a bit of a hunch. He looks like just the nicest like little old man you've ever seen. Just kind of sitting there, and as he picks up the teacup, it's kind of shaking in his hand.
As I walk in, I'm gonna take my chainmail off and kind of just put it by the front door where,
Okay.
like, somebody would put their,
Yeah, you're kind of
I just kind of
Take
leave
my
it
20-pound coat.
Yeah.
okay.
Puts it on a hook, breaks off the wall.
No.
Boom. Okay. She kind of goes, I'm sorry, Dean Latimer. I'm sure you heard my son came back, and he's been apparently a bit of an adventurer, and these are his So yes, we met outside. I wish I could say it was pleasant. However, I do understand my condition. scares those who are not aware of me. So I do apologize for any unrest I may have caused you and your traveling companions, sirs. He goes back and takes a sip, and she goes, I'll just be 1 second. She kind of scurries out, and she's like, yes. Oh, I'm sorry, I forget your name. It's
it's
Alan Alaster.
Alan works, whatever you want to call me. I have two quick questions.
Okay.
I know that you've had Zane back, and that's lovely. That's awesome.
Yes.
What does Zane like? I'm trying to become more friendly with him.
Okay. Is this a question that could wait for later?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It was kind of on my mind. The second one is, what's the recipe for those cookies? They were delicious.
While this is going on, I'm gonna try and sneak past her towards the dean.
Okay. That's easy to do as she's kind of like half in the door. You easily sneak past. You just hear her say, I can get you a recipe card. If you like, I am published and you can purchase one of my... And
I
he
would
kind
love
of
to
trails
purchase one.
off.
Anyway, that's sorry. Conversation for later. I didn't think you would be so. I'll leave you to it. I'm so sorry.
Okay, Quirin, you got by to the dean pretty easily. He's shaking, drinking his tea. Oh, hello.
Hello there.
Yes.
If this is not much of a problem, there is something that I would like to discuss with you.
Oh.
It is not of any major importance. I understand their need for healers, as I am one.
Are you an academic or more of the faith-based healing school?
Faith-based healing school, as well as I have read on many various gods and know of their practices.
Well, unfortunately, young sir, that's not my domain. I'm not too versed in the holy, as I'm sure your friends quickly reminded you outside.
One of them is very, not bright. The one, yes. But if you know of anybody being the dean of the college, I was kind of hoping for some sort of help with something.
I know many different healers and doctors. What ails you?
Have you ever heard of a slad?
Yes.
Yes, we ran into one about a week ago, and it is apparently come to my attention that me, as well as another in the altercation, have been infected.
That's And now, while this conversation is going on, Zane, from downstairs, you hear your mother. Zane, Dean Latimer is here, as well as your band, your group.
I call playing the guitar.
First off,
Zane rubs his eyes in absolute frustration.
It's been a long rest at this point. You can mark that down.
Okay. I'd like to go downstairs in a very well put together manner.
Okay.
And I get downstairs and I say, Dean Latimer.
At this point, you look in, and to your horror, the only person talking to Dean Latimer is Quirin. And he's like, well, yes, I for one haven't dealt with a slad infestation myself. I'm more so curious how you came about. Oh, young Zane, it is. He puts the tea down. He goes, I do apologize. I do have a matter I came here for, and I will attend to that first.
Of course,
young Zane, it's very good to see you.
as it is you, Dean, I can't help but apologize for my compatriot's behavior.
Oh, it's very much okay. Those who don't know, and well, it's quite shocking. Um, though I escaped death, I still age. It's a unique thing that ails me. Anywho, where have you been?
It's a long story. A long story, sir.
Oh, well, I hope you were keeping up with your alchemical studies. If I recall, you were doing quite well.
Of course, one may say I was taking somewhat of an apprenticeship in the town of Briarglen.
Oh, would that be with Ethid?
Yes, yes.
Ah, yes.
Zane's visibly nervous.
Ethid's a very close what's what I'm looking for? Not so much a friend as much of
A colleague?
colleague, accomplice, if you will. You know how us academic types are, always getting into trouble.
Zane laughs
Yes.
nervously.
What kind of thing were you doing with Ethan there?
Learning various potions, antidotes, alchemic and otherwise.
Of course, of course. Did he ever share that recipe? He has this potion. It's an old kind of a joke going around in our circle here, about how much Ethan absolutely despised his wife, and how apparently he got rid of her by turning her into a goat.
We did it to a devil as well.
Oh yes, I do remember that.
Ah, a devil.
I don't remember that at all. I'm lying. Sorry.
Actually, no, you do remember that because you were there.
Yep, at the
Was
very
I?
end.
Oh yeah.
He goes, "Oh, a devil." It's kind of smirking. He goes, "That's interesting. There's devils are very, very rare. But for a group such as yours that has battled slads, apparently that's something else. Zane, have you
Yes, there will be plenty of time for stories quite soon, I'm sure. But my compatriots should be getting going, and he's twiddling his thumbs, and he's quite nervous looking.
quite on the contrary, actually. Oh, excuse me. I do need to discuss with your young Goliath friend here, regards to some healing things. However, Zane, I would like to perhaps just talk with you in private, in regards to the steps to resuming your academic teachings. It's not exactly as easy as enrollment. However, due to the situation of your leaving, I think we can make an exception to our rules. Your exit was understandable. So we'd very much like you to return to your schooling here. Now I wouldn't want to take you away from your merry band of adventurers, but seeing as you've already flew the coop once, it might be too much for your dear old mom.
Zane kind of looks down and he doesn't say anything.
Anywho, yes, my Goliath friend. So, you have a slad infection.
Yes.
A very unique problem. How... let me phrase my next question very carefully. How legal would you like the remedy to be?
Legal as in how? I come from a tribe I do not know.
Well, healers are legal. Smuggled goods are not. There are various potions, I believe, could cure your ailments. However, obtaining them would be either incredibly expensive or incredibly illegal.
Well, we have robbed from people before and killed people, so I don't think illegal matters much.
Zane is pale and shaking.
At this point, Zane, you could feel your parents' eyes, like, drilling into the back of your head. Just like, and the rest of you see this, they're both standing there like that. You know that portrait American Gothic? With the guy in the pitchfork?
The farmer?
Yep.
Yeah, they're both looking at you like that.
Alastair
Well-
hasn't noticed. He's just going around looking at pictures and books. And like...
Alastair, go ahead and make an investigation check while we're doing this.
Oh,
then.
okay.
Yeah, he goes,
Oh,
well,
God.
there is an interesting, I'll get to that 1 second, Alastair. Because there is an interesting little, shop to the east, called Deep Blades. She might be able to assist you.
Deep Blade. Not familiar.
It's where we're delivering the package.
Well, yes, the package that you strong-arm somebody to get. Yes.
Oh my goodness! So legality is obviously not of an issue for your little group, and that's perfectly fine. Then Ayun the Knowing cares not for how it is obtained, cares only for knowledge. So yes, you could go there. Other than that, you could try one of the many temples here in town. You said you're of the holy form of healing. Which god grants you your divinity, if I may be so bold to ask?
That is between me and my god, I'm afraid. I am also versed in practical healing, though not book-trained, more shoved at somebody that has their arm severed off trained.
Oh. Well, I do apologize for intruding. I do understand having things that are a touchy subject. He's looking right at you, Mo. Mo, I'm going to let you make an insight check.
All right.
Alastair, while
Yes.
you're while you're looking, nothing seems out of the ordinary. Typical family home. But you do see pictures of the family of 4. The males are purple. The females are a lighter blue color. You see pictures of young Zane. He looks just as unimpressed in every other picture. And you see who you assume is his sister. She looks slightly older than him in most pictures.
Yeah.
To answer chat, yes.
What was the
Jeez.
question?
Is the
She
daughter
is-
hot?
Oh,
Absolutely.
son of a
lovely.
bitch! Who's asking that?
Nat?
Trebedice. Yeah.
Oh, this
15.
is
15?
it's-
1 second. Mo, you're not sure why. At that moment when he looked at you unimpressed, he just seemed really familiar. but you don't know why.
It's got one of those faces, you know.
He goes,
By now, just kind of off topic. I've made my way kind of where him and Quern are. Just
yep, it's just in a little sitting
slowly.
room.
Yeah.
It's like, well, at this point, I do have much important business to attend to. We have an epidemic, it seems, of well, people going missing from our college. Some of our brightest. We thought, unfortunately, young Zane, we assumed you were one of them. Just disappear in the night, leaving a message saying they were in pursuit of higher knowledge, then never come back. We had a similar epidemic, maybe 20 years ago. Students, instead of doing research for their papers and their tests, would instead jump into the harbor.
I chuckle.
Said something in the water there would give them the test answers.
Oh, that's Algernon. He's a lovely fellow.
Oh, we're very familiar with Algernon now. We have an agreement. No more helping the students cheat on their tests with his infinite knowledge.
Have you ever been to Dragon Tail?
Oh, many a time, yes.
I don't say this often, but you're familiar.
Oh, well, perhaps we passed by in our younger days. I did quite a bit of clerical work for our military and for our king.
I inch closer to him.
Okay. He's kind of inching back. You're making him uncomfortable.
I slowly whisper to him, then you would know my father.
He's kind of leaning back.
I am the son of Merlot Milner.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that a wine?
He kind of pauses for a second. He goes, oh, that's interesting.
And then I assume you understand that me standing in this room, quite like Zane, is an interesting topic.
He looks at you and goes, well, perhaps something you and I have in common then. Well,
I know that there's a lot of time that I am missing. A large portion that is blank.
that does happen. As much as this topic is very interesting, young Master Milner, I do have other business to attend to.
I politely
You
step away.
should go visit the monument for you. It's really spectacular.
I will, sir.
Anywho, yes, Zane. Anytime tomorrow, really. Just pop in, and I'll be happy to speak with you.
Yes, sir.
All right, Arthur, Janira. Once again, lovely home. Well, goodbye. And he just kind of puts on the cloak and walks out the door.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, you're welcome, Quirin. Arthur and Janira are just in the door. He closes it. You hear a. There's an
Hey,
awkward
Zane's
Zane's just
silence.
leering at the devil's advocates.
But this is the most intense stare I've seen from you. Normally it's half asleep. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
So, Quirin,
Hmm?
I guess you too have a reason to go to the deep glades.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, hopefully, seeing as we're delivering something, hopefully they'll answer our questions before they kill us. I
You're
don't know.
not their
Sounds like-
regular delivery man, so we might want to approach with caution.
Yeah. We can just tell them the old man was sick. Couldn't make the journey.
Miss Sinedius, you've got quite a lovely, picturesque family. Where is this older woman? She, with a husband, family of her own, maybe?
Zane clenches his fists.
You are truly an idiot.
God damn it, Corey.
It's what Alastair would do.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of turns and.
I'm sorry. I just remembered. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I didn't mean to be obtuse.
It's okay.
Zane's already out the door.
Anyway, back to the thing. How do I make Zane like me?
She kind of leans in. She looks at the rest of you. She goes, like, friends or like
Romantically? Yes, like friends. Is it like a snack he likes, or is it something that like he's really into? Maybe.
he likes books. To be perfectly honest, why don't you just ask Zane?
He's not very good at talking. The other thing was, where do I purchase one of these books?
Oh, you find them where all good cookbooks are sold.
Okay, thank you. I do apologize once more. Zane! Oh,
Zane's
run
out the door.
Yeah, I'll run out the door.
Zaz, Mo, Quirin, you're the guys left in there.
Follow them, or
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I exit and pick up my chainmail and put it
Okay.
back on.
Yeah.
Zane, you seem to be the regular Dean's favorite student. That's interesting.
Zane mage hand slaps Alastair.
What was that
Oh.
for?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't mage hand. He doesn't mage hand slap Alastair. He slaps Alastair.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay.
Uh,
With unarmed strike.
When our unarmed strike, yeah. So the
give me a second.
1d20
I have...
plus your strength modifier.
Okay, all right.
That's all would be for the attack roll because you're not proficient with punching.
Oh, you hit!
Yeah. Hits. Go ahead. Unarmed strike would be 1d4 plus your strength mod. So 1d4 minus 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh god, please roll a 1.
Just. Oh.
Oh,
Give me a second.
Suspense.
It's
Suspense!
did it work? Oh.
Yes!
Ooh!
That
Angry.
he gets you pretty good, actually.
I'm sorry? Did I say something wrong? Or what happened?
You don't talk about my sister. You don't walk into my home. And you make my mother upset because you know, no, I know that she's going to be upset about that.
If you think that that's the only reason your mother is upset,
Maybe we should
And for that matter, why are you here causing trouble for the dean of all people?
the dean's an undead. After
I
all the things
apologize.
we've
So
seen,
what?
how
So
many?
what if he's undead?
And if-
Listen, Zane, I apologize to the Dean. I feel very, very badly for what I've done. Is there any way I can make it up to you?
I don't know why that old man's familiar. I've seen him somewhere.
He's
And Zane's
an
just
old man.
rubbing
They all
his
look the same.
He had a connection to the military a long time ago. That explains that.
Zane,
rubbing his temples until you can see they're visibly purple, like marks on his face.
More
Zane,
purple, because Zane's already purple.
Well, darker purple.
Yeah.
Zane, I know I'm not the brightest candle in the sconce, but I need I don't know, where do we go from here? I just was trying to make small talk.
What do you want from me?
I want you to like me, Zane.
Zane's squinting at him really hard with his mouth like slack-jawed.
I don't come into a lot of people that don't like me. And I've come into a group of you that all don't like me, except for maybe Mo, and that really bothers me. I just want to know what I have to do to make you like me.
Zane's speechless.
And it goes for the rest of you. I'm just trying to help. Let's get ready to
Well,
go to the
first of
deep
all-
blades, I suppose.
Maybe don't come into my home uninvited, for one thing.
We didn't. Your father let us in. It's
He
not
told
like
us not
we
to
broke
talk as
down
well.
your door.
Yeah, maybe listen to him. And maybe don't steal my mother's good china with a Y.
God damn it!
I was told to bring it back.
And we did. Look at us. We're doing
Did
so
you put
well.
it back? Did you put it back, or is it in your pocket?
No,
Mo
it
took
was
it from
handed.
me.
Father.
The china is placed back in the cabinet. It's perfectly where it's supposed to be.
Congratulations, that was the milestone to level 7! No, sorry.
Yeah. Oh. Now, I don't want to be the voice of reason, because I'm really not. But we need to go to Deep Blades. We need to see a goddamn monument for Mo.
That is all during the
And I
night
need
time.
you to like me, Zane. That's all I need.
You can get 2 out of 3. Best.
You guys are serious about going to the Deep Blades.
Of course we're serious. We've got a package we have to deliver, and now we've got to see a statue, and then we've got we've got a doctor or something to see, and there's a shop that sells healing potions, which I'm fresh out of from healing Quirin to where he's not a statue.
The dean said that any possible solution for Quirin that is legal is probably very expensive. And seeing as how we don't have a fucking gold piece to rub between us,
I've got 300. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's not nearly enough.
Healers
Wait.
charge quite a bit.
yeah. And
Okay, well let's steal something and sell it then.
Okay, look. I will go to the Deep Blades with you. As long as you don't bother my family anymore.
I promise, on the talon of the Platinum Dragon himself, that if you don't want me near your parents, I will not go there. I will sleep anywhere else. I'll leave the city. I don't care. I'm very sorry for slighting you.
I promise nothing.
Now can we go see a gosh darn statue?
Fine, let's go. And Zane leads the way, because he's the only one who knows around here.
Zane, you, getting to the statue, you remember how to walk to Old Town, and to that extent, to the remains. Are you guys looking for anything on your walk?
I'm looking for a temple to the Platinum Dragon.
Okay, go ahead, make an investigation check. Anyone else
Oh.
looking for something?
This is
Nope.
I'm just
anything
gonna be looking around.
interesting.
Yeah, same.
Okay, you guys can...
Something that pops.
nope. Wow.
A 0. It's impressive.
I wasn't even looking.
For perception?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you're just looking. You're not.
Oh shit!
We're taken in by the lovely sights and sounds of all the tieflings.
I am smiling the entire time from the last conversation. Beautiful, Mo.
Thank you, Mo.
We had to
nice.
power up that critical success.
Oh my
Also,
god.
And I didn't say temple. I said anything interesting.
Well, that's something. Where's my percentile dice? Okay. Yeah. So, Alastair, walking around,
Yeah.
you initially start looking for a Temple of the Platinum Dragon, and instead start looking for a temple of all that tiefling booty.
You know it.
And as Zane leads you the comfortable way, you walk through the Scholars Ward on your map there. The Scholars Ward is the College of Ioun. That entire yellow section.
Oh wow.
So they're all college tiefling girls. You're distracted.
Oh my god, this is my favorite place in the world. Zane, how come
Quirin.
you never told me there was more of you like here?
Quirin, there's so many people here, man.
Yep.
Mo,
That's sick.
as you head to city center, you look around, and around this central fountain, you see 4 temples. 2 are facing each other, and then there's 2 side by side. The largest is a temple that has, it's called a caduceus. It's that medical staff.
Oh,
With
okay,
the
yeah,
snake
yeah.
and the wings.
Yeah, with the snake and the wings. That's a caduceus. Just for anyone who was wondering. And you can see written in lovely letters, Ioun, the knowing. You see another one with an anvil, with a hammer placed atop it, resting. It says, Moradin, the Allfather. There's one a little bit further off. It has, it looks like a halo of shining light, but it's carved into stones, and there's glass placed in the stones. There's light behind it. It says Palor, the Shining. And then you see one with a dragon head facing right, with sapphires for its eyes, labeled Bahamut the Platinum.
I point Alastair in the direction of the temple.
Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's much better than the one in Eastcliff. Can we stop back here on the way back? Zane?
Fine.
Thank
It's not
you.
my call. Sure.
Oh, you're leading the way. Thank you.
All right. So continuing to walk through town, eventually you reach the remains, and you reach a certain part where the city center stops becoming so clean and shining, and it kind of falls into disarray. There's kind of garbage scattered everywhere. The town itself kind of starts looking dirty. Soot kind of permeates the air still. Could I get, Zane, you said you're leading the way?
Yes.
Could I get you to please make a survival check
Ooh.
for trying to remember the way? So you do kind of get turned around a little. It's kind of odd. You go, wait, no, it's this way to go through, and you kind of turn, and you all find yourselves in a back alley. As you're walking through, You're approached by a man. He has a cigarette in his mouth. Kind of looks and goes, You you guys lost.
I'm sorry?
He said, another voice kind of comes out of the side. He goes, You guys seem lost.
Oh, I thought he asked if we had lost, and I was wondering if there was a competition. No, I believe we know exactly where we're going, right, Zane?
Yep, we're fine, thank you.
I don't think so. I think maybe these five strapping young lads need a bit of protection. What do you think?
Listen, I'll
Why
pay you
would-
each a gold if you fuck off.
Think your sword's worth more than a gold. They're
I mean,
What
I can
about
show
your
you the sharp end of it.
No. Before we get into any action, just calm down. Let us talk. Yes? Good? Alright. I am a healer. We are just trying to walk through. Is there one among you that is hurt or need of healing?
Not yet.
Not yet. So you expect some action?
Let me put it this way. You five are gonna give me everything in your pockets.
Right. Alright. But before that...
Oh, you must be daft.
Wait. I will give you everything that I have, but I would like to cast one spell on you. Just a simple blessing.
Make, I think I know what's happening. Make a deception check.
Come on, baby!
This is
Oh,
great.
please, please.
17.
Okay.
Alright, I'm rolling an insight check.
Yep.
In the words of Little John. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was in the words of Little John. I'm rolling an insight check.
Natural one! That's the worst Little John I've ever done, mainly because I felt it. I tried to do it, but it's all in the throat, and it hit the back of my tongue and stopped. That's all that happened there. Nat one. He believes you. He's like, alright. Alright.
Now, everybody watch, all of your friends, out in the darkness, and yes, I would like to see and show you what is going to happen to you if you try and attack us. Feign death. And he is going to immediately die.
I've seen this one before. Oh my god, cool.
Actually, Alastair, you haven't seen this one before.
But he gets a chill
No,
down his
it's-
spine, right?
Can I roll an int check?
Yeah, go ahead and make it just a general intelligence check, actually.
It's a -1, so this is gonna be good.
6.
Yeah.
Nope,
No
no
idea
idea.
what the fuck happens. All of a sudden, he just kind of eyes roll back. He falls on the ground, and his buddy goes, "Fuck this," and then mysteriously turns into some kind of pig and runs down the alley.
Zane, do people do that in the city?
Nah, he's probably just saving his bacon.
Rocks fall. Alastair dies.
I'm gonna look through this guy's pockets.
Okay. You find a simple sword. You find like 2 silvers, 17 copper.
Yep.
Some rolling tobacco.
Yeah. Quirin, did you just put him to sleep, or what did you do?
No, he's dead. Leave him.
Huh? What? You killed him? Like that?
Yes.
How come you haven't used that on the troll or the little but big birds we fought?
Didn't feel like it.
Alastair crosses his arms and pouts. Note to
Zane?
self: do not fuck with Quirin. Okay.
Zane,
Tanner.
you're leading the way.
Yes, Zaz.
With that spell, it's just he appears dead, like by all
immediate.
intents and purposes, but he's not actually dead.
No, he's dead.
Straight up dead?
For an hour. Yep.
For
I'm
an
gonna
hour.
cast animate dead.
Yes.
Let me check something here.
Oh my god, Jordan, you're killing me.
I can read off. I can read it off to you if you want. My
I've
spell.
got it right here.
Okay.
Okay, it's a zombie. Creatures under your command for 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So after the hour is done, Eek pops back to life. What happens?
No, I could just keep going. I could just keep
Yeah,
popping it.
yours keeps going, but he's going to come back to life in an hour.
That's what I'm checking. Okay. Jordan, you have a very fresh zombie for 1 hour.
Cool. His name's Cranberry.
We're just renaming him.
He's a zombie. He's my zombie.
It will not last
I'll
long.
name him what I feel like.
It will only last an hour.
That's fine.
Was
It's a
it
1 hour Cranberry.
Okay.
Get a tattoo that says cranberry on his tramp stamp. Tramp stamp.
Cranberry red,
So,
3 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
because this is a very strange, really strange thing, I'm going to say that because it's not a corpse, really, it's like still
He's still
it's-
a person. He's just not alive for an
and
hour.
will return in case it becomes necessary. There's his stat block.
Oh, it's a werebore.
Oh. Interesting.
Enjoy.
He's a were.
You turn him
Um,
into a pig.
You can have him. You can have him turn into a zombie pig.
A
Um,
zombie
down.
pig man?
He could be a hybrid zombie pig man as well. Yes.
Because it's a fresh corpse, in quotations, corpse,
Yeah.
he doesn't really look dead, right? It's just
Not at all.
awesome. I'm going to have him transform into a pig.
Okay, he's now a pig.
Cool. And, let's just move on.
So what you guys see is Alastair pouts. All of a sudden, the guy gets back up and just turns into a pig and is just staring at you all now.
I'm going to look at it
Brand-
and
What the
just
fuck?
follow.
Quirin, your spell didn't work.
No, it worked. I can tell it
Then
still works.
It worked real
What the
good.
fuck is that?
The same thing he tried to do with the tiny skeleton, probably.
His name's Cranberry, and I would thank you to address him. Come along, Cranberry.
Oh my God! Do not start.
C for Cranberry. So, we're still going to this monument, right? Mo, do you have some sort of inane sense of where this might be?
No idea. Zane?
Well, we should have asked the pigs.
I think he wanted to kill us.
Can I re-roll or something to see if I remember the way?
At this point, because you did roll past the DC, but not past the DC to avoid the encounter, despite what just happened, you kind of go, yeah, no, it's this way. I just had to cut through this back alley here to save time. Okay, so you head back and you're back on track. At this point, you guys come to a part of the city where it's obvious that the buildings have damage to them. Some of them kind of have their roofs kind of tilted and caved in. There's patches on windows. The street is a lot darker, as if it's been stained. And as you walk through, you notice the buildings get less and less clumped together. There appears to be spots where wreckage has been cleared out. And as you eventually reach the edge of where the buildings stop, you look out on what can only be described as a field of devastation. In certain spots, you still see smoke rising into the sky. There's like the stone framework of buildings left. There's piles of ash, trees standing almost just out of habit. The smell of sulfur and soot and still fresh smoke fills your nostrils. It's complete devastation.
How long ago did you say that there was a fire here?
Zane, it's
Zane would
approximately-
know it's 7 years or something, right?
It's 8 years, yes.
8 years. Okay. About 8 years ago.
Do you guys mind if we take a moment at this statue? I need to do something.
We
So-
haven't got to it yet.
Not yet.
No,
you just kind of walked
I
into the
understand that.
That is the plan to begin with, but okay.
How did the fire start?
Zane, would Zane know?
No.
No.
No cause. As far as you know, Zane, no cause was ever found.
Hmm. Okay, I relay that back.
You think maybe it has something to do with the fact that the king or duke or whatever rides a dragon to hurt people? I could be way off. Let's continue.
All right. So, looking for the statue. You can all make investigation checks. If you're actively looking, Zane,
Can
you
Zane
will be
take
lead-
advantage?
Yes, that's what I was going to say. You will be leading them. You do remember you can take advantage on that.
I am petting Cranberry.
Investigation?
Are we looking for the statue?
Investigation. Yes.
And Quern's petting Cranberry?
Yeah.
Okay. After the pets? Oh, I'll let everyone roll.
Yep.
Okay, I'll just take that, Tanner.
18.
Oh, yeah. Left. Oh, it's just Zane typing. Okay. So everyone's rolled. There's petting happening to Cranberry. After the pets, as you said you wanted something.
Yeah, I was gonna command Cranberry to turn back into a human.
So Quirin, you're petting him, suddenly he just morphs back into a person.
Keep petting
You're
him.
kind of
Thank you. I can issue commands to him, right? Like simple
Yeah.
commands.
yes.
Can I command him to lead us to the statue?
He is a zombie, so he would not have knowledge of the statue. But Zane did roll a 19.
Fair enough.
So, walking through the wreckage, the ground here it's fairly obvious that people have kind of come into the closer part that's still to the city and picked up whatever salvage they could. But as you get deeper and deeper in, it's fairly obvious that this place is more or less abandoned. And it was a pretty devastating fire. There's ash everywhere. On occasion, as you walk past a pile of wreckage, you swear that you see a skeletal hand hanging out of it. It's spooky. Almost like walking through the wreckage of an old civilization, despite the fact that it's still directly behind you. After maybe about 10, 15 minutes of walking, you can see it off in the distance. It's a larger statue, probably about a 10-foot base, square. And on top of it, there's a large manticore standing on all fours, almost ready to attack. And you walk up to it, and you notice that there's a large brass plate affixed, but the entire statue is just entirely covered in soot, caked on. The features of the manticore are kind of warped and distorted from the amount of soot on it. You can see that parts of it have been scorched, and it's not actually soot, it's the stone itself that has now been stained black. It's so caked with soot to the point that the actual words of the plaque have been almost filled in with soot.
I'm gonna take a minute and clean it off.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing while he does that?
Alast is going to kneel and start praying to Bahamut.
Okay.
I'm keeping track of the time and watching Cranberry.
I'm
Okay.
taking Cranberry's stuff.
Okay. Zane, you doing anything?
No,
Okay.
this is some friendly music.
It's incredibly friendly music. I'm gonna change that.
Like, oh, there seems to be minstrels.
So, Mo,
Hmm.
I'm digging out notes right now, everybody.
Oh boy.
So, taking the soot off of the plaque, the plaque reads, "Here lies..." Oh, sorry, no. Yeah, no. "Here lies the Manticore of Dragontail and his family. Their lives given to protect our freedom, to protect our king from those who oppose us. Merlot Milner, Mary Milner, their 3 daughters, Madeline, Macy, and Margaret Milner, and their only son, Moradior Milner." And with that, we're going to take a break.
Fuck. Can you spell that for me?
You can go look at the calendar if you want.
What?
Names of one of the moons.
Names of one of the moons. Pop up.
What?
With Moradior, what would you like to do?
I read this out loud as I cleaned it off. I'm just
Okay.
gonna say that.
Well,
That's a good
there's
way
no
to-
you. Who was not there?
Oh, Platinum Empyrean. Smile upon our toils. Toils? Toils. Jeez. And deliver us from evil. Bless this union, and may it be defunct and unmarred by sorrow. I'm sorry, what's happening?
He was listing off names.
I had a sneezing fit.
Ah,
To answer your statement, Quirin, that's my full name.
Are you sure?
Yes. I haven't seen that name in a very long time.
Is that not the name of the moon? Or one of them?
Yes. My father was a very simple man.
So is the you named after the moon and not the moon named after you, right?
Yes. The moon is significantly older than I am.
I don't know, weirder things have happened. We had a dead guy talk to us earlier.
Does anybody want to say anything?
We're gathered here to
That's not what I meant.
relive the passing of Morador. Wait, how do you pronounce it?
Like Mordor?
Morador. I can't remember how to pronounce it. I'm sorry.
Just
So
so
you're-
everyone's
you're-
aware, it's Moradior.
Moradior. Okay. Let me put that in my notes.
Mhm. Alastair,
Yes.
there's a warmth that passes over you as you stand here. Not one of fear or discomfort, but a warm one that just kind of holds you. And you hear in your head, here.
Amalthea?
This is not Amalthea's voice.
Bahamut?
The warmth kind of fades away.
No, come back. What? I'm just feverishly looking about at this point. Here, what's here? Under the ground. We have to search for something. Something's going on.
What is going on?
I don't know. I feel warm and I heard a voice in my head. I need it back. Something's
Do you
going on.
smell burnt toast?
I smell lots of burning. And it's kind of great.
Is,
I need,
is he having a stroke?
I don't know. I don't
Shut
care.
up! I think I heard something again.
You're
No, I didn't hear
an
anything.
idiot.
Platinum Dragon, please guide me. Platinum Dragon, please guide me. Platinum Dragon, please guide me.
Say it 10 times
Zane
and you'll
uses
get the
awakened mind and goes, "Woo!"
Get out of my head!
Zane, that was mean.
Sorry, I didn't mute that.
word. See? He doesn't like it when you're in his head either.
No, it was great. I want it back. I want to talk.
You want him back in your head.
Where did the warm direction go?
There was no warm direction.
Where in the it fades? Is there a? Can I follow it?
It went cold.
The trail is cold.
You feel a slight breeze at your back.
I immediately turn around and briskly walk that direction.
Okay.
Platinum Dragon, please guide me. Platinum Dragon, please. Please.
What is it?
We are fairly certain that he's going insane.
He's following the wind.
Something's here.
The statue.
There's something important about it.
Cranberry?
It's not your damn puppet, okay? Something's here.
He's a pig, thank you.
Thank you.
Pigot.
He's a werepig.
Can I look around? Is there anything?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Zane's got a bit of schadenfreude going on.
Okay.
I'll just kneel and pray again. Kneel and pray and just repeat prayers and.
Okay. Mo, roll a D100 for me.
37.
What's between 30 and 60?
Bunch of numbers.
45.
You look around, Mo, and suddenly your vision changes, and you see this place as it once was. You don't know why you remember it, But you remember in the spot where the statue is, there was a fountain. And this was kind of almost like a plaza of something. And just as soon as you remember it, your vision kind of goes red for a second. And it's suddenly nighttime. And you feel something being pulled over your face. And that's it.
There was a fountain here. There used to be a plaza.
Yeah, ages ago before the fire. Why?
I just saw it. In my head.
Do you smell burnt toast?
Alastair.
Yes.
In your head, as you're praying, you hear, "Here, but not now."
Something happened here. The cause of the fire. The Milner family.
So I'm used to hearing voices in my head that drive me damn near insane, and these two are just being crazy.
What's going on with you two, honestly?
I'm being told by a voice that here but not now. Maybe at night? Maybe it's referring to something happened here 7 years ago, or I'm trying to dial it in, or I don't know. This is the first time this has happened. Oh, I want it back so bad.
I saw a memory. I was here before it burned. But it's obviously a part of my memory that
I think we should just press on.
Well, the place opens up at nighttime, so we can't go there yet. We do need to go to the alchemist.
I would rather get there before sundown, as I would much rather get there before sundown and wait until it opens, rather than walk around here at nighttime.
Okay, and
We're
just to
coming back at night.
just to clarify, at this point, with all the walking you guys have done, as well as your little encounter, it's probably only about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes, we have a bunch of time before we can do that.
Okay, as long as we get there before sundown.
Yes.
We were looking for potions and alchemists, correct?
Yes. You were told about one, the Ivana Norsk, I believe.
No, I thought we were talking about other potions, like
no,
just
that is
general
for,
healing.
Yes.
that's in Deep Blade.
No, the Deep Blades one is the illegal one for my slad shit. The one in the Old Town was the Ivana Norsk.
Slash.
Some sort of professor, I don't know.
Yeah, professor for the college.
Where?
Can we just
Alright.
start dragging him?
Where? I'm just muttering under my breath. I'm just kneeling and muttering under my breath.
Okay. So what are you guys
Come on.
doing?
Before I leave, I'm gonna walk up and touch the statue and send a prayer to the Raven Queen.
Okay.
Before I finish praying,
Mm,
I'd like to take a handful of the soot and soil.
Okay.
And,
Eat it.
Eat it.
Fucking eat it. No,
Make a Constitution saving throw.
No,
Smear it on your lips like lip gloss.
I'd like to collect it somehow. I don't know if I have anything in my.
Okay. Well, it's soot, so I'm gonna say
file
you can take a scoop and just kind of put it in your pocket.
Alistair has pockets then now.
I knew it was coming. Yeah.
Okay, I have
Pocket ash.
I have a mess kit. I'm just gonna throw it into like a fucking like a bowl or a cup or something.
Okay.
And just try and pack it so it'll stay in there.
All right.
Actually, we have empty healing potions.
Yes. I'll
There you
put it
go.
into a healing potion
Put
vial.
some. Yeah. I got a vibe here, so I'm gonna put some, collect some from the statue and.
All right.
Quirn's spell should be probably wrapping up here pretty
Just about. You
Yeah.
got. If you're watching the time, you got like 5 minutes.
cool. Okay, so I'm gonna take anything of value from Cranberry,
Already did.
Okay.
and after which, command him to go back in pig form, spank his ass, and say run, and just let the pig.
Okay.
His ass.
Get!
And he's running like away from town.
I don't care.
Okay. Now let me roll a d4. He actually starts heading north.
Ah, there you go.
All right, so you guys are heading back to Old Town then?
Yep.
Did he
Alright.
have anything on him?
Not a lot.
Yeah, I already talked the like stuff. You can have a sword.
I'm alright.
Okay.
It's in your head. In your head.
So walking back, about 5 minutes later, you swear you hear off in the distance, "What the fuck?"
Nice play, Quirn.
That's quite nice. They should do that more often. Although he is probably not in a good space right now.
What?
He's also a
Quirn-
pig person.
Can you tell me what did you do? If he's not dead and now he's alive.
I killed him for an hour.
Oh.
I did the same to you back in the tavern. You know, when you were crazy talking about your god telling you to kill people when he didn't, and you were going to try and kill Cooper for doing nothing.
I'm going to place my hand on his probably bicep because he's taller than I am.
Why are you touching me?
I'm so sorry.
Why?
Yo. Is that what your god is like all the time?
You mean the screaming?
And the hate and the rage and the pain.
I think so. All I know is just it screams in my head, it tells me what to do, and yeah.
I'm gonna put my hand on his other bicep.
Why are you both touching me?
I'm gonna kind of like lean in a little bit, and just like, we should do that more often. That was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun. Anyway.
Thank
So,
you.
walking into Old Town, now that awkwardness is dealt with. It's funny. Walking into Old Town, it's not difficult to find things. People seem fairly friendly, if only on edge. Asking for directions. You're very quickly pointed to, this is a huge document, so I do apologize. You're pointed to a very nice red brick, kind of like almost a traditional downtown shop. It has a glass window. It seems to be like 2 or 3 floors. And it says on the top, the Brewing Remedies.
I believe that is our place. And
So-
I'll go towards the door.
All right.
I'll
So
go
walking in, as opposed to the shops that you've seen in Briar Glen, and the farmers market you saw in Ashbourne, this is what could be described as like a chain store. Like everything's very, very organized and well kept. And standing behind the counter is actually blue tiefling. She's chewing gum. She's kind of reading a scroll, writing something down. She goes, hey, what's up?
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. We're in the needs of some potions, some healing potions, or whatever you have.
Okay, well, you can look around. Tell me if you need anything. Just kinda goes
Yes, I need your name. Lean up against the counter.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. I think my persuasion. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not a great roll though.
Almost ironically, she goes, "It's Glee."
It's a pleasure to meet you, Glee.
Yeah. So, like, you need, like, healing potions, or...
What, I mean, are they just on shelves, or do you keep them behind the counter? Or...
Well, we have, like, testers.
I-
And then I just go and get them.
Sure. Do you have a like an array or a smorgasbord, or? I mean, I'd love for you to present them to me, I suppose.
So, like, do you want the
Trying to fuck
basic?
the tiefling.
Do you want the basic healing potions, or do you want, like, superior healing potions, or what do you want?
Is there a menu? Is there like a price list? Like, is this like a McDonald's with like a thing up top, and we pick and choose?
Think of it as a Bath and Body Works.
Ooh.
So, you said healing potions. So there's 4 types of healing potions. There's the regular ones, and then there's greater, and then there's superior, and then there's supreme. But supreme has to be like custom order and requires a deposit.
What are the prices on your just regular basic healing potions?
55 gold.
Well, sure, I'll take at least one of those. What other things are you working on? Do you make the potions yourself?
No, I just work here. We have like right now we just kind of got cleaned out. We've got like frost giant strength potion. We've got water breathing. We have got like one of like that turns you into like a fart.
What?
Now, we've got this one. She kind of looks in the back. Vitality.
Oh, I see. Could be helpful. So, what brings you to this side of town? Are you not in the Scholars Ward?
He's working.
Yes, of course, but I know that she's probably quite strong if she walks to this side of town every day.
At this point, Quirin, when you talk, she notices you for the first time. She kind of perks up a little. She goes, "You're tall.
Yes, I am.
Like, where are you from?"
Alastair's face drops.
The mountains.
Wow.
Wait, how tall is Quirin?
7'2".
Oh yeah, so I guess he
Yeah,
does
Glee,
stand
I'll
out.
take one of your health potions and I'll just mill about.
All right. 55. Thank you for coming to the Brewing Remedies. Please have a nice day.
Zane steps forward. Do you mind if I take one too? And I hand her the gold.
She goes, "You look familiar." She kind of takes the gold. She goes, "I think you look like somebody on one of those missing posters up at the school."
I shrug and I just take the potion.
So, like, what happens in the mountains?
Generally, hunting, killing, bunch of stuff. Why?
Just curious.
Okay. I'm going to go now.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy 2 basic healing potions.
She doesn't even look at you. She's focused on Quirin. Just kind of, "Thank you for shopping at the Brewing Remedies. Please have a nice day."
You as well.
Zaz, you're still in the shop.
he mainly stays with his mom on the mountains.
Oh,
But he likes cookies, so bye.
cock blocked, then twat blocked. All right. Interesting.
No one's happy.
I suppose I got a healing potion out of it. I really want to know what that potion of vitality did. Also, water breathing might be nice to jump in the harbor and talk to Alganard.
Quern, don't you have a bunch of potions?
Why?
Well, you did borrow a bunch from Ethan.
Stole. I believe I have one that is the one that turns people into farts. Here, let me check. I'm gonna take a potion up to the counter.
Hi, you're back.
Yes.
So you can. Oh, sorry,
sorry.
you first.
I actually have a potion here. I do not know what it does. It is a gaseous form. I'm gonna put it on the
Yeah,
counter.
that's the one that turns you into a fart.
Ah, it is the one.
The fart potion?
Yes.
please rename it to fart potion in your equipment.
No.
1 sec. She's like, yeah, if you drink it, you like turn into like a mist. You can't move around very fast, but like, yeah, you're just like a fart.
That sucks.
Well, it's pretty cool. Like we had to take it in class, and then we kind of floated around. But the dean asked us to stop taking that in class because somebody let the window open, and then there was a breeze, and somebody kind of, went out the window.
Huh.
He turned back though, on the roof.
Blaster.
Yes, Quinn.
Would you like to turn into a fart for me?
Isn't Alastor already a bit of a fart?
This is true.
What's in it for me?
For you?
Why do you want me to turn into a fart?
So you may drift away and I may laugh?
The continuing adventures of no one likes Celeste.
Maybe we'll talk about.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Okay. My name's Glee, by the way.
I am Quirin.
Okay.
Okay. Goodbye.
Call me when your mom's not home.
Oh, she's gone. I punched her in the face and she went to a different continent.
She kind of furrows her eyebrows. She goes, "Okay, maybe don't call me.
I don't know how to call anyone.
You sending? Duh."
Does anybody have that spell?
I
No,
can
but I can.
Bazane.
I can turn my sword on fire.
Whatever. Goodbye, random tiefling girl. Walk out the door.
So she went from enamored to you live with your mom to being like, I can get over that, to you hit your mom, like, fuck that guy.
It all
Are we just
span of like 10 minutes.
Are we just gonna brush past the whole like, what's in it for me? Well, you can fuck off.
Yep.
Yeah, Alastor does not look very happy, but less angry and more like, I'm here. So,
Okay.
Anyway.
So at this point, it's about 5 p.m. At this time of year, you guys probably have another maybe like 2 hours, maybe hour and a half until the sun goes down at about 7 o'clock.
let's find deep blades and just go and post it in front of the door for the owner to open up shop. Yeah, that's what we should do.
Sounds like a good plan.
All right.
I assume you don't know where that is, Zane.
I can't say I'm completely familiar with it, but Zane, Tanner, would I know general directions to it?
Yeah. It's Deep Blades is kind of like we all know where it is, but you just don't go type thing.
Okay.
So you walk for approximately maybe half an hour amongst the kind of the winding ruins and patchwork that makes up the remains. And you find the one solitary house up here. As you come to this hovel, it's constructed out of what looks to be different different types of wood. It's very patchwork in its appearance. Larger than you thought it would be. And it appears to have been built after the fire. It looks like it's lying kind of on top of everything. It's kind of crooked. Its glass has a crack in it and a big sign on top made out of letters that are like hastily cut out with a sword. It says Deep Blades. What would you guys like to do? You have about half an hour.
This is the place, huh?
Can I
Mhm.
look around to see if there's anybody?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Can Zane kind of pop up while he's looking, and I say, I'm not sure if they appreciate you snooping in the window, Mo.
I'm not looking, or not in the like, more the vicinity, like the other, not that building in particular.
Oh, I see.
like-
Okay.
Oh no, I don't see fuck all.
It's starting to kind of get dark, and the way the sun kind of hits it, the shadows are kind of really making things hard to see.
What I wouldn't give to have night vision.
All right.
Human flaw.
Is there anybody like watching? Is there any like people milling about,
You
or
can make a perception check.
would love to? Would love to. Oh. Nope.
Like it's looking around, you're uneasy, but you don't actually see anything.
Hmm.
So as you're all kind of looking, the sun sets and it goes dark. And almost as the last sliver of sun falls under the horizon, a light comes on in Deep Blades.
Think it is time to go in?
Let's get this over with.
I knock on the door.
As you knock on the door, it just kind of opens. I have to
Oh, I
pull
see.
up the thing here. All right.
I guess
You
we
guys
go
go
in.
in? All right. So walking in, though the outside looks large, the front area that you're in is very ramshackle. It's all patchwork wood. There's nothing really on the shelves. There's just kind of books and knickknacks. You see a skull looking down at you. You're kind of like, I think that's real. It smells musty and a little moldy, but it has like that damp mold smell to it. And from the back you hear, just give me 1 second. I wasn't expecting people in so soon. You'll have to just give me 1 moment, please. A beat passes. And out from kind of behind a back curtain walks a very old goblin. Just white hair, kind of curling, seems to be kind of balding in the front. Her nose is really crooked and drooping. She has a scar that goes from the top of the left side of her face down across her eye and down across her mouth, giving this kind of asymmetric, kind of lopsided feel. And she kind of comes out and she puts some glasses on. She goes, not exactly the crew I was expecting, but Hello.
In Goblin. Good evening.
She goes, ah. She responds, good morning for me in Goblin.
We have a package for you.
Is this in Common or Goblin?
In Goblin.
Okay. She goes, her eyes kind of narrow. She goes, okay.
I pull out the thing.
She kind of,
Parcel.
she takes it. She goes, well, thank you very much. And with that, she pulls a scimitar from behind the counter, and with like cat-like reflexes, Mo, there's a scimitar at your throat. She goes, in Common. She goes, okay. So who in the fuck are you, Five? And how in the fuck did you get my fucking package?
The old man on the boat,
Is a chicken shit.
and he agreed to let us take it to you.
Is he a chicken shit?
Yes.
Yes, he's the grumpy old man who has no
No, he's a
manners.
fucking little chicken shit.
Do I
She's kind of
look
waving the blade around like she looks like fucking wide-eyed.
I love your scimitar. That's very nice.
Shut up! So what? You just come to steal my fucking package and hold it ransom? What, you want payment now?
No.
We would actually like to buy things from you.
Oh!
We heard that things could be procured here that might not be legal.
Oh, well, in that fucking case, kind of sticks in the ground. She goes, all right, what suits your fancy? You're looking for, we just got, shipments. Let's see. We have, I've got a ring that heals you. I've got a crystal ball that lets you see the future. I have a wand that turns things into other fucking things. I don't really understand it myself, but it's really fucking cool. I got this carpet that just kind of flies in the air and you can ride it. And I've got this
Ooh. Pin on that one.
pin on the carpet. It's
Yep.
excellent. It's really nice design. It's nice. Anyway, getting back to that, I've got this this big sword. It's so big. Where's the fucking sword? Give me 1 second.
I'd love to
And
see
she-
the sword.
She kind of waddles to the back and you hear a fuck. 1 second here. So coming from the back, she pulls. She's like, and here it is, and she's holding what can be described as a sway hander. It's a beautiful sword, wings out the side, just amazing filigree up the blade. It's about double her height, and she goes, "This one's real special.
May I hold it?
How about you hold it with your fucking liver?
Yes, please.
I like you.
Can I touch it?
No. You can fucking buy it.
How much?
163,000.
Gold? What does it do?
1 sec, just so I get the facts straight here.
It slices. It dices.
It makes your microwave burrito at the right temperature.
So, apparently, this is only going by what I hear. You can kill undead so much better with it. And, if you're even holding it, people around you are just better at stopping shit. As well, I'd say it's probably 3 times better than the sword that you're currently holding right now.
Is there any way besides monetary investment
No,
that you? Okay. Oh,
You-
what?
you wanted the carpet, right?
Yes, please.
It's 14,412 gold.
Okay. I'll have to put a note on that, but I'll definitely get back to you.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put the sword back. You fucking touch anything, I'll be back out here with it. She kind of runs to the back, and you're fuck. And she goes, all right.
How do we steal this?
I
You
can
said
fucking
you
hear
have a-
you.
I mean, how do we come up with enough money to pay for all these wonderful goods?
That's better.
You said you had a ring that heals you?
Mm-hmm. Hold on. How much fucking gold do you have?
How about we counteroffer with what is the cheapest thing in the store?
That's a great question.
I have. Let's put it this way. Most people would murder me if they knew how much gold I have in this place. But
That's fair. I'm thinking about it right now. How much gold do you have?
I used to kill people for a living.
Okay.
That's the only reason I speak Goblin.
That's nice. Do you think I'm alone?
I
I
look
mean,
at the
until
group.
now I did.
Oh, look at me, I'm not helping you here.
To answer the smart question, the cheapest thing here is some book. Let's see here. It apparently just makes you wiser. You read the book, and you become just wiser.
How much for that?
It is 10,560 gold.
Interesting, interesting.
Okay.
I'll put a pin in it.
What about that ring? How much is that?
16,000. Let's just say 16,000.
Okay. All right.
We did come here for a
Personally,
purpose.
I don't have $163,000 for that beautiful Zweihander.
I believe it.
Okay. You seem to leap over the counter and accost my friend for what's in that package. I would love to know what was in it that caused you to become so defensive.
You guys said you steal shit?
I mean, we're adventurers.
So if I tell you, you're not gonna tell anybody?
We have killed many people and
We
stolen
wouldn't.
things, so no.
I'll give you my word.
You have our word.
Words mean fucking nothing here. Anywho. Do you guys want to get fucking crazy?
With
Sure.
you? Absolutely.
I
Go
would like
on.
to inquire about potions first, but maybe.
What if I told you that I have something that can take you to the Feywild? Briefly, for an hour. So, get this. So there's a drug invented like hundreds of years ago. Something, it comes from like a big ass mushroom that takes over your fucking mind. It's called Skate. So
I've definitely heard of that.
I've got a guy, operates just outside of Briar Glen. Oh, this is so fucking beautiful.
Start laughing.
He goes, it's not fucking funny. No word of a lie.
We've
So this
met
guy
him.
says that he bought a fucking meteorite from the Feywild off of a devil, and he's mixed the meteorite powder with skein, and he calls it skeinite.
Well, at least he maddened it down. Last time we saw him, we made a bunch of plants come alive.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
an interesting fellow.
You guys know Leo?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we saved him one.
Oh, holy fuck!
We're the ones
Small
that actually
world.
gave him the meteorite.
Oh, so you know what the fuck it does then?
Yes.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
I was actually sent to look for it, and I didn't hear much about it besides the fact that we give it to Leo.
Well, regardless, for 1 hour, your mind is taken to the Feywild.
Quirin, you have a question.
Yes, about
I
potions.
believe.
I was
Uh-huh.
sent here from the dean of the College of Ayun.
Uh-huh.
He told me that this was the best place to acquire something illegal.
No shit.
So, I am trying to find a cure for slads.
Is that like some kind of fucking sex thing, or
No, it is more like something growing inside of you.
like
The
a sex
frog
thing?
Kind of sucks.
I hope not. I don't know.
My god, Quirin's got an STI.
Pretty much.
Yeah, more or less, that's what a slat is, yeah. She goes, damn cat. She goes, okay, I got something for you.
I need 2 of those potions.
Huh. So here's the problem I have here. That particular potion, expensive. From our previous conversing that just happened here right now, you don't have any fucking money.
We have some, but not anywhere close to your price range, no.
No. So this is how Deep Blades works here, you see. I work on trade. So if you're willing to bring me some lovely effects, perhaps we can work out a price for this potion that I can completely just replicate.
Okay.
What would you be looking for?
Rare shit. Probably
Okay.
rarer than you idiots have. So,
I laugh.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'll point you in the right direction. You come back. I get stuff. I'll consider giving you 2 of these potions. And if you don't come back, you're dead.
Okay. I have a ring here that what would this be worth to you? It allows you to speak with animals. Is that worth anything to you?
Can I see it really quickly?
Sure. I take it off my finger and kind of hold it up to
She
her.
kind of slips her finger into the ring, and she turns back and goes, "Radar, can you shut the fuck up?" Pulls her finger out.
Your cat's name Radar.
Yes.
Some sort of elvish word?
It's shut the fuck up. Anywho, no. I can get one of those anywhere I need.
Oh,
What I need. So, bear with me here. Apparently, you've heard of this flock?
The goat?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes, okay. So apparently, the thieves around here say that there's some kind of underground compound underneath the remains. And inside is all of their stuff, everything they've collected. But they had to abandon ship because something started fire above them and parts of it collapsed. So people have found tunnels and have gotten in a little bit. But if you 5 idiots can find a way in there and bring me back some of the flock's shit, there might even be a payday on top of those fucking potions.
Do you have any word on where we might begin to look to get in?
So, I don't know, to be perfectly honest. Probably you could go look. So, okay, if you go out into the burnt fields, there's this statue. It's got like some kind of fucking face creature on it.
The manticore.
That's it. Yeah, fucking manta fucking thingy. So apparently that's like some monument to where they found the bodies of some fucking family the flock killed. So
What did you just say?
they found the bodies of some family the flock killed in that plaza.
Mo,
The one-
just let her finish.
Go ahead.
So I don't know. They probably came out of there somewhere.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I need to know. I do have one more thing. if you're innate at magical item, can you tell me what these spectacular things do? And I pull out white fingerless gloves with the unicorn mane cuffs.
She goes, "Oh, well, aren't you just fucking fabulous, honey?
Oh, you know it.
She kind of looks him over and she goes, "Other than keep your fucking hands warm inefficiently, having the fucking foggiest. Never seen him before."
No, it was worth a shot. Thank you.
So you can identify things?
If I recognize him. Been around the block. I'm 35, man.
That is.
Are you still
You
alive?
look no older than 28. I do say so.
Fucking
So-
charmer.
You said in Goblin.
Meh.
You said that the names of the people on that statue were killed by the flock.
That's kind of the fucking rumor.
Thank you.
Well, have a good rest of your night, your evening.
You guys sure you don't want, you want a little bit of ski night?
We're all right. thank you.
Yes. Yes, I would love to have a pinch, maybe.
Is this
Okay.
like getting drunk?
No. It's 100 gold for a pinch.
I'm in.
Ooh.
You're in?
I'm in.
I'm
Are you guys
regretfully
kidding
out.
me right now?
What? You don't come across this stuff every day.
Don't scholars do that all the time, Zaz? Get blasted out of their mind and learn stuff and talk
Oh, this
in
probably
crazy
isn't for
ways?
me.
Yes, that's exactly how school works.
Oh, I was talking about scholars. That's
If I
the way
give
my
you 10
father
gold, can I
described
get a
them.
few flakes?
Flakes, it's a fucking powder.
I don't know.
Sorry, it meant to be myself.
No worries.
Never mind. I'll be back. I'll be back.
All right. And she kind of 100 gold for, yeah. She kind of takes in like a teaspoon, and she kind of puts it in like a very small little satchel and she ties it up. She goes, 100 gold.
Pass
Have
it
you-
over.
Have you ever
All
done this
right.
before? Does?
Says.
This is gonna be great.
Says.
If it's like getting drunk, I don't know if I want to try or not.
I'm gonna look at
It's like
everyone
that
with this little
corpse
like.
fruit.
It's a vial thing, right? Like what is
It's
it?
like a little tiny like snuff pouch.
It's a key bump of red powder.
That's
Okay.
exactly what it is, yeah.
I'm gonna look at
Actually,
everyone.
this is purple powder.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, from the meteorite, yep. But yep.
yeah, that's right. I'll just look at everyone with this little fucking like vial thing of this stuff and just be like, it might not be for me. I'm sure we could find a use for it. Or it might be for me. And don't judge me.
Well, I'm asking you if you've done this before. Oh,
Oh, no.
to try.
No.
Oh.
No.
I'll just leave.
Okay, you're heading
Wait
out.
outside.
Yeah,
right.
I'll follow.
Later. Bye. Don't come back. Unless you got shit.
Before I head out, I'm gonna look at the goblin and be like, what's your name?
Samora Deep Blade.
Is just Samara okay?
Do you refer to everybody by their full name?
If I'm being polite.
That's fair. That's fair. What's your name?
Zaz. That's
okay,
it.
what? Oh, that's your full name.
Hmm.
So even if I'm being polite or impolite, it's polite.
It's an exception. That's why I ask, because I don't have that kind of thing.
Would you like a last name?
No.
Okay.
Till next time.
All right. Kind of looking at you, Quirin. You fucking pregnant? Go.
Yep, just walk away.
Alright. All right, you're outside Deep Blades. What would you guys like to do?
Go back to the statue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where
Yeah,
you had
that's
your
exactly-
walking and
visions.
talking. So how are we
Okay.
going to steal all that stuff?
So as you guys begin walking past Deep Blades, there's suddenly a torchlight. and you see two like guards going. So, what went on in there?
We were sent by the Dean of the Ioun College.
Uh-huh.
Victor was his name, yes.
Yeah, we know Victor, yeah.
Zane
Perhaps,
gives a hard elbow to Quirin. A hard elbow to Quirin.
Oh.
perhaps, you five are lost.
Just said we were here for a purpose.
Just, you're heading the wrong direction there, friend.
Actually, we are actually heading to the Milna statue to pay respects.
Unfortunately, that's something that's going to have to go on during the day.
Why?
Well, we're currently investigating. Well, we have a gentleman here who's claiming he was killed, brought back to life, and set free here. Which is incredibly cruel, as this place is teeming with ghosts at night.
Sounds kind of like a outrageous story, even for.
Yeah, there's a lot of outrageous stories. So I'm going to get you five to head back the other direction. We don't need anyone tromping around when we don't need them right now.
How many guards are there?
Right now you see two, but if you look out over the remains, you can see little torch lights everywhere. It looks like this place is actually patrolled at night.
I do have a question for you, Lance.
Yeah?
I've heard rumors around this area that there are certain passageways in the remains. Are these like tourist attractions?
Just rumors. There's no treasure to be found.
Oh, treasure! I hadn't heard of anything about treasure.
Yeah, I'm sure. No treasure to be found. If you guys could turn around, please. We got a job to do.
How tall was this guy?
About maybe 6'4".
Motherfucker.
It's a guard.
Little Lester.
I mean, I'm the little guy. Well, it's up to you guys. What do you feel?
I don't think now's the time to start a disagreement.
Perhaps
come
we
back.
can reconvene in the morning.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Good evening, fellas.
All right. You guys are heading back?
Yep.
Yep.
Sure.
All right. So you take your walk across town. The remains is a little sketchy at night, but luckily once you reach city center, and again, Scholar's Ward, things begin to calm down. Scholar's Ward appears fairly active, even though it is nighttime. One sec. Though there doesn't appear to be much noise. It's actually spookily quiet. Heading back into the burrows, you come to the familiar park that separates the tavern as well as Zane's home.
Zane, I assume we'll meet you in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys just going your separate ways?
Yep.
I'm gonna walk everyone to the tavern, and then I'm going to turn and head towards the Temple of the Platinum Dragon.
Okay. So, just to cover the bases, because your Platinum Dragon thing will take a little bit to get there.
Yep.
Zane, walking in the door. Your mom and dad are just kind of in the tea room. Your dad's reading a book. Do I want to know where you were?
Not really.
Okay. I leave for work at about 8 o'clock. Why don't you just come with me? I'll take you up to the dean's office.
Okay.
All right, sounds good. You look down. There's a as Orville is happy to see you. His little nub wagging.
I pet Orville.
And then a Goliath hunter shoots it. No.
Stop!
Guys in the tavern. Is there anything you guys want to do?
No.
Okay. Alastair,
Yes.
you arrive at the Temple of the Platinum Dragon.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Is there any? I know it's night. Is there anybody in the doors as I open them?
As you open the doors, the light is almost. You know how iridescent bulbs give off an orange light?
Mhm.
There is just a fluorescent light in here, like that white, bluish kind of light, and you can't quite see where the light is coming from. What you do see is you see the light reflecting off different metal. I'm going to call it accoutrements,
Yes.
hanging from everything. You see candelabras that have candles that are not lit. You see different plaques and chains, and it's all very ornate. This is set up actually akin to a Christian church. It has the pews, and then there is a
Yes.
pulpit at the front. But there doesn't appear to be anyone in.
So I'll go towards the front and pick a pew and sit down and pull out those prayer beads and
Okay.
run them through my fingers.
Okay.
Were you talking to me today?
What is your spellcasting modifier?
Let me look.
Sorry, what is your spellcasting ability?
Oh, my +4 is my modifier, +7 is my spell attack.
Okay. There's a silence.
What
And
do I
then in
need
your
to...
head.
do?
Yes.
A smile washes over me. Thank you. Why has it... What have I done wrong to not hear your voice in the past?
You did not need to.
There's something under the fountain. The Manticore statue. What do I need to get for you?
There's an evil trapped there. I would personally like to see removed.
I will do as you wish. Or die trying. Thank you. Please, watch over my friends. Make sure they stay safe.
That's why I sent you.
And I will get up and bow and walk out.
Make a perception check.
Ooh. 17.
As you begin to leave, you notice a number of sensors burning incense. And as you walk by, 2 shining blue eyes appear in each and dissipate.
Does... I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Do I get anything?
There's a couple stones that are enchanted with like light. Nothing unexpected.
I will make a note of it and continue walking.
Okay. Just assume you head back to the tavern.
Yep.
Okay. Just go take a long rest.
Yep.
All right. So you can all take your long rest, because I know some of you use spells and stuff. All right. So, because we're getting a little short on time, we will get to other things. But, Zane,
Oh boy.
you're awoken at approximately 7:30 by your dad going, "Hey, come on, get up."
Okay, gets up.
Yep. By the time you're down the stairs, he's already kind of waiting at the door. He's got like a leather satchel on his shoulder. It's like, all right, ready to go?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right. So you both begin to take your walk. It's a little awkward, but luckily for you, Zane, not really a long walk. And as you walk to the familiar Scholars Ward and walk through the different buildings of learning and libraries and stuff, you're led to a grand building that seems kind of central. Very ornate, but none of it really seems to serve a purpose other than just pure decoration. Walking in the front door, you kind of recognize this as, oh, this is kind of the administrative building. That's why I've never actually really been in here. And looking around, it's a lot of desks and just people kind of filling out paperwork, and there's students coming in to talk to people and stuff like that. He goes, okay, so I have to go get to work. With all the students going missing, tuition's not being paid, and we're not doing good. So, 3rd floor, top of the stairs. Sorry, had to get the cat.
Yep.
Just slap the shit out of the cat.
I just clapping.
Yeah, just clapping, trying to get her to stop. He goes, 3rd floor, top of the stairs, big set of double doors. Okay?
Okay.
Good luck.
And I go.
Love you.
Mumbles loud enough for him to hear. Love you too.
Okay. So walking up, the set of double doors, it's probably twice your height. It's very grand. It's got 2 brass doorknobs, and on like one of those academic plaques, it says Dean Victor Latimer.
Okay, I knock.
Yes, come in.
I enter.
Okay, so walking in, it's very much a study. However, the 3 large windows that would be behind the desk all have curtains drawn. There is some very dim candlelight from a candelabra on the desk. The walls are just bookshelves. Nothing but bookshelves, and in front of the desk is 2 of those red leather comfy chairs with the upholstery tacks around each side. He goes, yes, Zane, please take a seat.
I sit.
So, it's so good to have you back.
Thank you.
I'm very eager to hear what Ethan taught you.
I don't say anything.
No. Well, go on. He's
Okay,
smiling at you.
Okay, can I describe what Ethan taught me then?
Yeah. You describe the various components and alchemical combinations. He goes, it's interesting. However, if I know Ethan, and I do, that's not exactly what I was referring to.
You wouldn't happen to mean the flock, would you?
Well, of course.
Okay, I proceed to tell him what I know about the flock, which isn't much.
Interesting. It's unique when someone plays things close to the chest. So, how did you go about administering that potion to Razzie Martinson?
I draw out a long ass story about that. I guess. I'm sorry, I've got the memory of a goldfish right now.
That's fine. No, just summarize. That's fine. Devils certainly are hard to come by, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're Jonah.
That one, he certainly was a thorn in my side.
This music change makes me nervous.
Where are all these healing potions here, huh?
Did this autosave?
Oh.
So, I have to ask you. Which tome in our extensive library, young Mr. Snedius, which one contains the ritual to communicate with Frothcoon?
Zane goes pale.
Oh, it's okay. She's told me not to hurt you. Matter of fact, she thinks you quite useful. We tested you in your little group with getting rid of Trias and Ramus. Though you putting a wrench in our plans, stopping Aldred, we did not expect. So I do have to ask you again. Which tome was it, Zane?
Zane kind of stammers and Zane stammers and he doesn't quite know what to say.
Zane, we are not your enemy. And you are a very smart boy. So, I must make it very clear that the company you keep is an unfortunate bunch. Your young friend, Master Milner, my associate is on his way here now to collect his matching set of weapons. And I would not want you caught in the crossfire. So that's why I've brought you here. We think it would be best if we had you escorted to Walden.
Zane doesn't say anything.
So? What
I'll
do you
go.
think? Excellent. I do believe you've already had an encounter with your escort. And you feel a clawed hand on your shoulder. Looking over, it's the gentleman you pulled out of the bay. It's down. I told you I'd be taking you to Walden. So it's settled then. We will have you take off at once. Here, he goes. You will need safe passage. Right. And he kind of reaches around, kind of like in his back pocket, and he pulls out a small carved feather, a very deep gray. Oops. There you go. Well then, I take it you'll be off. Malvain, if you could please make sure his father doesn't know where he's going, I'm sure.
Will my
Lose-
family be safe?
I see no reason to harm your family. Malvain, if you could kindly tell the agents in the streets that the Synetius family, from this point forward, is under the Owl's protection. Well?
Zane gets up to follow Malvain.
Oh, and Malvain kind of turns back and goes, make sure she doesn't eat this one. We're gonna miss you, Spoolie.
Yeah.
You're a bastard man, Tanner.